Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Now that my two obligatory informative videos are done for the day, it's time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. And the reason I'm putting up extra informative today, actually two of them were done even before the sun came up, is because I'm going to talk about something here that's not really fitness related, so I want people to have enough fitness content before I jump off into a tangent like this so that people can't say, oh, you know, you shorted us on content. This isn't even informative. Your current events oftentimes are. So again, that's just to make up for it. So let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing, work on skilling up my crafting a little bit, and let's talk about this. All right. First of all, I've seen all the stuff with the CopeDestiny. He's a troll channel. I don't necessarily dislike his channel, but it's a troll channel who's dedicated to messing with someone who I don't particularly like, I don't get along with. We've had beef in the past. Now, the thing is, what I think is interesting, a bunch of people are accusing me of being this person, and I want people to think that through for a minute. I want you to think that through for a minute of how absurd that is. Why? I talk about him on my channel, on a monetized channel, and I make money off every video I do. Right? In fact, this channel is bigger, so if I make a video with his name in it, or discussing him at all in the same silly stuff, because I do it openly, because I have a much bigger channel than that, it would get more views. And because it's monetized, I would actually make money off of it. Why in the world would I, as a YouTuber, this is technically my profession, and again, I make a decent living doing this. People can argue about that all day long. I do. Why would I smack talk someone on a smaller channel, hiding my face, that doesn't make money, put in the same amount of work, if not more work, because that guy puts more work into his videos than I do with the editing? Why would I do that and not get paid for it when I could make the same video on this channel without having to hide my voice and probably make $200 off that one video? I mean, that doesn't even make sense. So people who are saying that, oh, this got to be Blaha, I'm like, you guys are ridiculous. That would be basically be me throwing money away. I would make money if I just made the same video on this channel. So no, it doesn't even make sense. It's absurd. Absolutely absurd. I'm a YouTuber by profession, and I already smack talk the guy publicly. It's not like I would need to make a separate channel that doesn't get paid to smack talk someone who I think is a moron, who I talk about on my own channel already. You guys need to factor in that, guess what? Every YouTuber out there, there's probably more than one person out there who really, really, really dislikes them. I don't think that each of the channels that smack talk me are all the same person. I'm sure they're all different people, right? Common sense, guys. Common sense. So again, anyone who's trying to make that accusation or coming over accusing me of that, or they're even saying that in the comments of that video, guys, that's absurd. I would just make the same video here and get paid for it. Like, why would I do free work when I could get paid to do the same work, the exact same work? It doesn't even make sense. That's stupid. Maybe you guys live in socialist countries or something and you don't have money. I don't know. Maybe you don't understand how that works. But I live in America. So that being said, absurdity. As far as the other stuff goes, yeah, I actually kind of feel bad for her. I feel bad for his sister because I saw, because it's been linked to me multiple times, multiple channels have re-uploaded from her social media, her saying that they're harassing her, sending her altered pictures, everything else. She's being harassed and she's going to pull away from social media, and I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I'm sure she's probably pretty mad at her brother for kind of instigating certain stuff with certain people the way that he has, because I'm sure that hasn't helped. But you know, here's what I would say, guys. I'm going to say this again and again and again. I am someone who has been through it. I've had my loved ones harassed way worse than she's been harassed. Let me put that out there. That's actually pretty minor in comparison. As someone who has experienced this, I'm actually empathetic to that fact, right? Because it's like, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It's not cool, guys. It's not cool to harass people's friends and family because you don't like them. All right, there's trolling, and then there's basically being a predator. All right, there's a difference between the two, guys. Trolling, you can do some trolling and some good fun. You can have some mint. It's okay to have a little fun on the internet. But when you start harassing innocent people because of their association with someone you don't like online, all right, that is actually insane. That makes you kind of a bad person. That's no longer trolling, guys. And people say, oh, Jason, you say that you're playing the victim. No, guys. If someone commits a crime against you, and there have been multiple crimes committed against me, that you're legally a victim. You're not playing the victim. You meet the legal definition of a victim, right? Like, I've had bomb scares. I'd have the bomb squad come to my place. Yes, people come in the comments and confirm, because one of my viewers lived in the apartment complex at the time. He couldn't get to his house. He's commented in there. Yes, he's a real person. He's actually in a wheelchair. He trains his upper body. Pretty cool dude overall, because the guy works out. Even though he's in a wheelchair. I think that's awesome. But he couldn't get to his home for like 8 hours because a bomb squad had closed my street off. No, guys, that kind of actually is the definition of a victim. That's not playing a victim. And I guess what I would say to a lot of this is what Alex needs to take in from all this. All right, bro. And I'm not saying it's justified. I want that to be clear. I'm not saying this is in any way justified. I'm not going to say it's karma. I'm not going to say anything like that because I don't believe that. I don't think that it's right. I think that it's wrong. I don't support the idea. But here's the thing, bro. You jumped in and you supported channels and groups that are part of the cyber stalking of my loved ones. All right, that's one reason I will never forgive you. That's why you and I, no matter what happens, we cannot be friends. We can't get along. I will probably despise you till the day that you die or I die. It's just how it is, bro. That's how it is, Alex. You will never make that right with me because of the things they did to my loved ones. But do you kind of see why now? I want Alex, because he'll see this video, I want him to think about that. Do you understand now that your loved ones are being harassed? Not as much as mine have been, but they're being harassed. Do you understand now why I don't like you? You understand why you can never make that right with me? Why we're going to probably be enemies forever? You publicly promoted people who are in groups of people who are part of that stuff that have done worse to my loved ones than what's happened to you. Now you're getting some of it. It's not fun. It's not cool. It's not funny, is it? Because I'm sure since you live with your sister that she has come and she's got mad at you over some of this. Yeah, exactly. It's not fun to have your loved ones come to you upset because stalkers and trolls have harassed them and modified their photos or mailed them things or called them at their house. When your loved ones start contacting you about it upset, it's not fun. It's not cool. It's actually pretty shitty. Do you understand now why it's not cool to promote cyber stalking groups and people who really make this sort of stuff towards other people? Because it gets out of control. People see this stuff at first and they see, oh, these people are just making a few videos about a person. Oh, they sure called him out. They owned him. But then when they realize sometimes when it's part of something bigger and it starts spiraling out of control, because when we start demonizing people on the internet and we create, this is what we think this person is, and then it starts being promoted into something to where there's a voice behind it, people fall behind it and they start to join a cause. And this is where it gets bad, because before long, innocent people get pulled in, because of the mentality a lot of these people take is that, well, since I can't stand this person, whatever, even if it's a fake persona on the internet, I can't stand them, so they must be a bad person. And in a lot of people's minds, this is where weaponized autism comes in. People who can't see shades of gray, everything is black and white. So if this person is bad, anyone who's related to them, anyone who associates with them, anyone who would be their friend must be a terrible person also. And then they start harassing them. All right, this stuff spirals out of control very, very quickly. And this is exactly why I made that video the other day saying, hey guys, it's not cool for people to be contacting someone you don't like online, their sister. It's not cool. All right, that's actually stalking. It's stalking. It's not legal. It's not cool. And it's because people do this because they have the anonymity of the internet. Yeah, they'll talk like they're going to show up and harass you in person, but they won't. They won't. They'll send other people to do it. They'll find ways to get other people to harass you. They like to play pranks, like call the police on you and stuff. Because that's just a prank, right? Swatting people. Except people have gotten up to 25 years in prison for it now. But that's the problem. It spirals out of control. Innocent people get harassed. And the fact of the matter is, it's kind of bad. Because I watched what she had to say there. And yeah, she's being unfairly harassed because people don't like her brother. Hell, I don't like her brother. I think he's a total douche nozzle. But the fact of the matter is, She's an innocent party. Like, seriously, guys, you're going to harass someone and make them feel like they have to pull away from social media and cut off contacts and harass them because you don't like a member of their family. Like, people need to understand how psychopathic that is. And the problem is that people get into groups and forums and stuff, and they feed on each other, and they all tell each other not only is it okay, they encourage each other and ag each other on to actually do it. Because it's like there's forums where people do this stuff with me where they ag other people on who really are the crazy ones. They ag them on, oh, you should go kill him, you know. They do stuff like that. And the other people will ag them, oh, yeah, you should buy a plane ticket. You should go over there. They do that stuff because I've seen it firsthand. And that's how people get with this stuff. And it gets absolutely insane. It gets insane. And this is exactly what I was worried was going to happen. She's a totally innocent bystander. The chick's just a power lifter. I think she works as a waitress or something. She's not part of any of his work. She's not part of any of the nonsense he's doing. It's just his sister. And hell, even if she was his friend and liked him, seriously, maybe, and I might say, well, from what I see, the guy doesn't necessarily have many redeeming qualities, but that's how I see it. That's how a lot of people see me. That doesn't mean that friends of that person don't see a different side of them. That doesn't mean that they didn't see a different side of them. People might be attacking someone because of their online persona of their friends when that person has really done something kind to that person to befriend them. For all you know, that person could have saved their life or something, and that's why they're their friend. You don't know, and then you're going to hate that person, and people attack them because they're a friend or a loved one of someone you don't like online. Again, that's psychopathic, guys. That is complete psychopathology. And I don't condone it. And it really bothers me that I'm seeing this happen. And it's happening to someone I pretty much consider an enemy at this point. And even then, that kind of leaves me with a sick feeling in my stomach. You know, because I've seen firsthand how bad it can get. I've seen how bad it can get firsthand. And I've watched people I care about actually have to suffer as a result of this. For no other reason than they're one of my loved ones. It's not cool, guys. It's not cool at all. Alright, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.